What's up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music as a musician myself. Today's return of Hollow Knight, composed by Christopher Larkin. This is going to be a 2-for-1, and the songs are going to be The Grimm Troupe and Nightmare King. I'm going to play them pretty much like back to back, and we'll just go from there. This is requested by Filip, Timo, Christopher, and Fissie. A lot of views too. Going to assume this is a pretty significant ordeal here. So I was originally sent like the whole OST and then like timestamps of hearing these both back to back, but I don't want to like accidentally hear a song before or after that. So I'm just gonna hear the Grimm Troupe and then immediately just go into Nightmare King. So it won't be like a seamless transition, but whatever. Anyways, Hollow Knight, good stuff so far. I haven't heard much of it, but from what I've heard, good times. Anyways, let's begin with, these are pretty short though, like 2 minutes. The Grimm Troupe from Hollow Knight. So let's go. Organ. Like some straight Dracula stuff going on. Climatic. Guitar? Oh, crap. Where are we going? Ooh, the horn section is so good. Didn't know Hollow Knight can do this. Alright, we're gonna go straight into Nightmare King. That cough is not gonna stop me. Groove now. Still brutal as hell. So evil. Ooh. Oh. We went up. We're still going up. Woo. Double bass. I wonder who they got for that. You can still hear it. The feet. The feet are doing this, but the hands are just... Dude, this soundtrack is like, it definitely makes me want to play. I'll say that, which is a big thing to say around here. Bold words, not guaranteeing anything, but everything I've heard from Hollow Knight, there's one resounding word that comes to mind, and that's talent. You know, I don't know Christopher Larkin's background, but I can tell they know what they're doing, and I said that from the very first video. But to now hear this side, that they can pull out these like bangers, then I really know that they put attention and care to the soundtrack. I had no idea that this would ever go into like a heavy metal type of thing. I never even thought an electric guitar would be present in Hollow Knight. I've only heard a couple of songs, but they've been, you know, mostly classical and, you know, still energetic, but nothing like this. You know, this is a whole, I believe this is the first time I hear like a real drum set and an electric guitar, like a distorted electric guitar going to, you know, alternate picking. So I'm actually glad I listened to them both. Usually I only listen to like one song at a time, but I guess they're connected enough where they could be listened to together. I never do that, but it makes sense. You could tell, well, based on that, two things came to mind. I don't know when this plays, but that had very, very final boss vibes to me, or just a big boss battle, right? Because of the first part, the Grimm Troupe, as epic as it was, now that I heard the second one, it did feel like it was a build up to Nightmare King, and also the name Nightmare Kings sort of implies a boss. You know? So this one still kind of in line with what I'm used to with this sort of gothic overtone, big, long drone chords with the church organ. But then the electric guitar came in. But then not only that is something I never hear, and I never thought I would say this for Hollow Knight. I never hear on this channel. I hear this on my daily music playlist, but it was the double bass, the kick drum, the double kick drum. That was a little sound you kept hearing. And that was like a big prominent thing in both songs. And I never thought, I thought I would hear it in like Guilty Gear or Blaze Blue or something first, but as far as I recall, I can't recall another time that I've heard double bass kick drums in VGM at the moment. Maybe I have, but it's super rare is what I'm saying. So hearing it here, it really stuck out to me. It really stuck out to me. And even though there were two songs, I'm going to treat them as one. Like the whole thing was like a really nice overall package. Whereas when Nightmare King started, now it's more of a groove. Now it seems like the fight has started type of thing, where now it's like a boom, and then later we still hear the. So it's got like this pulsating rhythm the whole time, but it feels now like it has started, and now we're in a more repetitive type of section, which would be again fight. I don't know when this plays. I never played this game, but based on the name of the songs and the feel, it's really hinting at that. I mean, I've had other songs that sort of can paint a picture, but this one really pays boss fight. And one cool thing is that this reminded me of so many soundtracks. and some of them are some of my favorites that I've heard on the channel or my normal day-to-day life. East, there's some songs from East that I can't think of them at the exact moment. But I think my latest song that I heard from East on the channel was one that I don't remember the name, but that one, Hat in Time. Not only in Hat in Time, I talk about that game a lot. That's another soundtrack that I really adore. But that one has a specific boss named Snatcher, who, again, that's like the one time in the soundtrack where they just go metal out of nowhere. And that one's called Your Contract Has Expired. And it kind of reminded me of that. It was like, whoa, all of a sudden they go metal and dark, and what's going on? It's really cool and catchy. It gave me that same sort of vibe here. Whereas in this game, I think most of the game has like this sort of dark, feel. Whereas in that one, it kind of just came out of nowhere. But it reminded me of that song. This song reminded me also of Mortal Kombat 3, The Temple, which is like you're fighting in like this gothic church, and you hear these organs doon 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 doon. Iconic song, and it reminded me of that. And then Mortal Kombat 3 is one of my favorites. And then finally, another one of my favorites, Skullgirls, which I have mentioned probably over 1,000 times now. Skullgirls has multiple composers, and one of them is Michiru Yamane from Castlevania. And she has a song called Dirge of the Divine Trinity, I believe. Let me just look that up. I don't want to give you the wrong title. I should have just looked that up, but I didn't. Dirge of the Divine Trinity from Skullgirls, which plays in a cathedral-like thing and has, again, this sort of energy. So what I'm saying is that this reminded me of so many cool things that I already really enjoy. Now take that with a soundtrack that I was already curious on and very interested in, and then now has gone into a deeper genre that I enjoy. And I know that they can now crank up the tunes and get aggressive if they need to. I doubt there's many songs like this in the soundtrack, and I think that's why it's probably is more special, because it's kind of a one-off. It feels very unique to the soundtrack. I could be wrong, but that's what I felt from that. It was like an overwhelming, and that's why I think it's a final boss. It feels like, well, this is it. Here we are. It was like the whole song was drenched in a, well, here's, this is it type of thing. Whew. Grimm Troupe, which is a great name, by the way, and Nightmare King, which is also a great name. From Christopher Larkin and Hollow Knight. Maybe I should look into this game for like Halloween. As I'm recording this, it's spooky season, so it's about to be October, and yeah, that's I don't know. Everything I've heard from Hollow Knight, not just soundtrack, but like gameplay, visual, everything. Every time someone opens their mouth and says Hollow Knight, it's praise. It's just nothing but praise. It's just one of those games that you just have to experience and people just love. So, and I don't know if there's a series of them. I don't know if this is like a one-off game or if it's a what's the word I'm thinking of? Oh god, I cannot think of the word at all. It's gonna drive me crazy. A spin-off of another game, but either way, it has a cult following, and I mean, music is fantastic. But now that I know they can go here, even more fantastic. So big shout out to Christopher Larkin. This is probably one of the best songs I've heard. I still like the first one I heard. Forgot the name of it. It's just the first Hollow Knight I checked out here on the channel. And I'm kind of biased towards that one because it was the first one. But this is really cool. This might be my favorite now. Or this pair of songs. So a big thank you again to Filip, Timo, Christopher, Fissie, and everyone else who requested it. Now that I think about it, I think Nightmare King was like a big request in the comments section for the past 2 years. Oops, there's a lot of songs, okay? There's a lot of songs. Only one Jesse. But thank you to everyone that you see here. Thanks to you for watching. Let me know more about Hollow Knight. I want to hear your thoughts. You guys are the gamers out there. And is it worth playing, or is that a stupid question? Let me know your honest opinions about it, and yeah. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. I hope you have a nice night.